Geared up for a huge weekend here in Las Vegas, gearing up for the conference championship games. Who's going to make it to the Super Bowl? OddsWorthBetting.com already doing all their homework on this game. Don't forget, there's going to be all kinds of player props. We get the two games on Sunday. Super Bowl 50. It's going to be spectacular. Check out OddsWorthBetting.com, the feature pick of the day for you right below this video. I'll update the numbers for you. Both games remain on 3. New England favored 3 on the road. Total's 44.5. Carolina 3 at home. The total on the game is 48, the game with Arizona. But both games have juice attached to that spread. 3 minus 20 for basically both of these games, which means at some point we're going to see 3.5 likely in both of these games. Then professional money, probably services, and you'll get buyback. Game probably closes 3, but 3.5 should likely appear throughout the course of the weekend. So, pick your spot. Sometimes it's not who you bet, it's when you bet them. Let's talk about Friday night, the way to build your bankroll heading into the weekend. NBA, pretty healthy schedule of games. We get it started with a 7 o'clock Eastern tip. Charlotte and Orlando gets it started. A pretty decent matchup with Chicago with Boston at 7:30 Eastern. Clippers on an Eastern road swing. They've got a date with the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Miami's north of the border at Toronto. Could see some points on display with Oklahoma City and Dallas on Friday night. I know we're going to see points in the Indiana Golden State game. This Indiana team, surprisingly high-scoring team this year. We know Golden State knows how to fill it up. And then San Antonio at the Lakers. The Spurs will be a juicy favorite in this game. And they have been scoring huge points this season. The Spurs just having another standout season. Let's focus on college basketball. Friday night, we get a pretty light slate of games. That's generally the slate now. Where you'll get some Metro Atlantic games, some Ivy League games. Yale's at Brown. In the Metro Atlantic, St. Peter's is at Iona. The Gales, year in, year out, a pretty salty team in that Metro Atlantic. But then Canisius and Niagara, we always talk about the games in Western New York with Canisius, Niagara, St. Bonaventure, and Buffalo. But they are fierce rivals. Both teams will be very well represented. It's a great atmosphere for college basketball. And then we have an A-10 game with Rhode Island at George Washington. That's a pretty good game. And Valpo, a good team on the road at Wright State. A Friday night hockey slate for you. And we look at Detroit's at Buffalo. Buffalo back home from a 2-game swing. They beat Arizona and then suffered a grisly, heartbreaking loss. 31 seconds left. Colorado came back and beat the Sabres. This should be a good game. They played 3 times. Red Wings have won 2 of the 3. All 3 of those games were 1-goal hockey games. Anaheim Eastern road swing at Washington. Look for the Ducks to be active here for the trade deadline coming up at the end of February. Rangers at Carolina. The Islanders are at Ottawa. Chicago at Florida. The Panthers having a great season, but have hit the skids a little bit of late. And then St. Louis will be at Colorado to take on the Avalanche. It's a great Friday. Lots of opportunities. Big day Saturday college basketball here in Vegas. That's all about building that bankroll, gearing up for the conference championship games on Sunday. And OddsWorthBetting.com is here to do that for you with the feature pick of the day, as always available right below this video.